Hello, Jess Too Good here, and today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts Astronomy Tower set. This was sent to me early by LEGO. Thank you, LEGO, but all opinions in this video are my own. This does retail for $100 with 8 minifigures and 971 pieces. Also, special thanks to Potter Minifig Pals because her review helped me with some little details here and there with this set. So let's take a look at those minifigures. This set is based off of the Half-Blood prints, and that's pretty good because we rarely got Half-Blood prints minifigures in sets back in the original LEGO Harry Potter line. Now, this was actually a variant of Harry Potter we did get back in the day. It was part of a book promo, but this is an update with a new torso design. The legs are legs that they've used for many minifigures, but I always say is new because it just always looks like it accurately lines up with new torso prints. But that's a good reuse on LEGO's part. We also have an alternate facial expression for Harry, and this particular outfit is from the Slug Club Party, which is where a lot of minifigures in this set have their outfits based on. And the Slug Club is ran by Horace Slughorn. This is our second LEGO Horace Slughorn. The first one was released as a Bricktober exclusive minifigure in 2018. Now, I kind of wish they kept those designs exclusive to the set, even down to the face prints, where the Umbridge in Umbridge's Encounter has a similar face print but a different expression. This Horace Slughorn has the same exact headpiece, where even the alternate expression is the exact same, though they do have a difference, which is the torso printing and the hair. You can see the torso printing for this Horace Slughorn is his outfit from the party, which looks really cool, and also the hairpiece doesn't have the printed sideburns right there. Now, this was the same hairpiece that they used for Commissioner Gordon in the LEGO Batman movie CMF series. So I guess they just didn't want to reprint that design because this is from a regular set and they had different production runs, I guess. And this doesn't have those printed sideburns. And honestly, it wasn't something that's needed. So it's cool to get a little variant here, and it's cool to get this hairpiece without printing in this dark gray coloring. Hermione Granger in her Slug Club Party outfit has new torso and leg printing. I really like the legs, which have printed sandals on in that nice silver color, which has a cool shine to it. That even continues at the side legs, which the legs are dual molded. Now, these may look similar to their Yule Ball variants from the Clock Tower last year, but they are different. You can see she has an alternate facial expression where she looks a little angry. The face print itself is nothing new. This actually appeared in the 2019 Harry Potter Hermione figures, and it is cool to see the princess hair once again, which I thought was retired at one point, but is used in 2 sets in this new Harry Potter wave. Luna Lovegood, who was Harry's date to the Slug Club Party, also has a new torso and leg printing. The legs are once again dual molded. Love the purple coloring they use for Luna, and she uses her same face print from the Room of Requirement set, which is slightly different from the CMF variant. Still using that same new CMF variant hair. Well, I guess at this point it's 2 years old. Love this alternate expression where she looks a bit shocked. That's just adorable, and you have some back torso printing as well. And for the last of the Slug Club Party attendees, we have Neville Longbottom, which is funny because in the books this didn't happen, but this was something in the movies where Neville was a waiter at the party. He does have an exclusive torso print, an exclusive face print, with this being the first set to include Neville in quite a bit, though he was in the CMF series. I like his little waiter plate right here where he is waiting a little glass, and he has an alternate facial expression where he does look pretty happy. That's pretty cool. This set also includes Ron Weasley. I think this is the outfit he had when he was caught making out with Lavender Brown. The design for that torso I really like with the bright bluish green. That's exclusive to this set. The face print is the same one they used since last year. And you can see an alternate facial expression where he does look quite angry. This set includes our first Lavender Brown minifigure. I don't know. I don't think this really looks like Lavender Brown. I think they could have done a better version where, heck, we did a pretty cool version in our Harry Potter Series 2, Ash and Flash and I. The design of this does use a very interesting face print reuse, which is Rey's. Never see that reused outside of Star Wars. That's kind of cool. And then the hairpiece is Emma's from LEGO Friends, which, okay, that's kind of interesting as well. We're getting more and more LEGO Friends hairpieces outside of the Friends theme, where I know also there was one used in that big Ninjago set of this wave. There's a nice love bow back here, which I wish she had the love potion included, and you can see some back torso printing. That torso print is entirely new, and she also has an alternate face where she does look pretty angry, but that again is Rey's face print from the Star Wars line. Finally, the set includes an exclusive Draco Malfoy for that torso print alone. Now, this face print was also used for Draco in the accessory pack, which I recently reviewed. This design does have an alternate facial expression. They use that for Happy Hogan too, which I don't think it fits for Happy Hogan, but honestly, it does kind of fit for Draco. I just think the eyebrow color is a little bit off. Same leg printing as Harry in the same set, funny enough. This set does include the new owl piece with the wings spanned out. Now, this is just a nice variant between owls because we usually get the sitting down design. That was improved back in 2010, so this is just the next step, but could still coincide with that 2010 version, and it has in sets like the Privet Drive. This does have an appearance in all of the sets over $30 for Harry Potter this wave. So the build for this set is one Hogwarts connection, which we'll show connected to the other connections later on in the video, and also a small little side build of this chocolate fountain for the Slug Club. The Hogwarts builds are separated into 3 separate parts, connected with Technic pins on these hold pieces, and we have the Astronomy Tower, the Potions Classroom, and this greenhouse over here. Let's start with the namesake Astronomy Tower, which the design of has multiple floors, with a design for Slughorn's office, the Ravenclaw common room, and then the astronomy sections, which LEGO.com touts as an astronomy classroom, but no, there's just really the lookout over there, and then this little observation tower. For a closer look at the ground floor, the entryway has some plant details at the front. At the side of this first level, there's some nice lantern designs which use that pumpkin piece in the red coloring. We've been seeing that actually quite a bit this year. And to the right here, there's a broom being held. Now, what's interesting is they use these white frames for the doorways, and in my opinion, that just looks bad. It looks out of place, especially with the tan pieces. Now, this is actually a new frame piece. It was introduced in the Sea Rescue line for Friends last year, so it seems like white is the only color they produce it in. Now, this level right here for the second level, like I said earlier, has Slughorn's office, the design of which uses these really hard to put on stickers. These are stickers inside those smaller panel pieces, and yeah, one of them I ended up putting on crooked, and since these panel pieces have those edges that are raised, you can't slide a sticker sheet inside like I usually do when I mess up a sticker. So this one's just forever stuck with a crooked shelf, and then the one over here I did a little bit better at least. And when you put Slughorn in place, it does look a little bit better where those stickers are just kind of out of focus and Slughorn becomes the focus with the desk in the foreground. The design has some details to the left there and also to the right where we do have a tile with that new-ish letter print design. For the Ravenclaw common room on the 3rd floor, there is once again this new door frame piece in white, which looks a little bit out of place. To the left over here, there's a bookshelf, which the book itself has a new sticker on it. Now, it's easy to remove this bookshelf combination, which has a candlestick to the left. Nice to get the candlestick in this pearl gold. And also how it's connected is 1x2 hinged pieces. Another one of those letter prints appears. But either way, the bookshelf has a sticker at the front, and it is a lime green one of the newer book design. On the inside, they use a 1x2 stickered piece as well, which I wish they would have printed, especially since they use it twice in the set. And the print for the 2x2 newspaper of the Daily Prophet appears once again, though that picture of Harry Potter is a little bit out of date since it uses the figure based on the earlier films. Putting that back on the bookshelf, there's also 2 beds right here, which I like the double cheese slope in that blue coloring. It's just kind of an interesting color. I thought it would be white. Then there's also a banner with the Ravenclaw design, which I know some people who have that in their room, so that's a pretty cool sticker to get. For the exterior of floors 2 and 3, I like the studs not on top technique right here. And there's lots of those mason bricks throughout the set. At the 3rd level's exterior, there's also some stickers with one right here, another right here, one on this corner panel piece as well. Getting on to the 4th floor, we have the most iconic area of the building, which is the astronomy section. that has that little lookout part where a lot happens in the Harry Potter movies. I'll just leave it at that. Actually, looking at the exterior right now, you can see more stickers here. But either way, there's an armillary sphere right here, which I love the build of. Not only does it rotate, but it's interesting how they use this ring piece from the Quidditch sets and also this minifigure handle ring piece, and then this really nice silver ball in the middle. That's one of those Technic ball pieces, but it's just a really nice silver that they use, and you could even adjust this ring with that little skeleton hand they got going on there. Once again, we have some white door frames for some reason. And the final level has a scroll constellation, which that looks like the Three Brothers story. That's a stickered 2x2 tile. And then there's a telescope, which can be rotated at its stamp base. I just call that piece the stamp piece. And this could also be adjusted up and down since this is clipped on. I like the pearl gold there. Finishing up this section with a final look at the exterior, I wanted to say that this has one of the most beautiful exteriors for the 2018 Hogwarts setup, or the setup that was started in 2018. The design is only marred by some sand green parts that just start showing up. Not that sand green looked bad with the old Hogwarts sets, but because these new Hogwarts sets avoided sand green. So I don't know why they're starting to show up, because now this just kind of looks inconsistent with the other Hogwarts parts. Now it does get worse with other sections of the build, and we'll take a look at that later. I also love how this part is built right here for extra detailing. And all around for this section and this build of Hogwarts, there's a lot of nice builds just to have one of the best designs of Hogwarts. Like I pointed out earlier, there's some nice studs not on top techniques, which really make for some nice towers and sections on the display of the exterior. But that's it for this section. Let's take a look at those other parts of the Hogwarts build. And when I was alluding to the section that has a massive amount of sand green, I was talking about this section for the potion class center part of the build. Yeah, having the tower top bases with these sand green dishes just looks out of place in my opinion. Doesn't really match with the green here, and I don't remember any specific part of Hogwarts that had this mesh of sand green and gray. On the interior, it does look a lot better. Don't get me wrong, the interior has some color inconsistencies of its own, with these 2x2 circular bricks with the Technic pinhole in the middle being gray instead of tan, so it just comes into conflict with the tan 2x2 round bricks, the design of which I guess is because they don't have this piece in a tan coloring. But still, the interior here, while not spacious, looks pretty cool with all of these potions set up. You have the potion pots right here bubbling out with a lime green and a purple. You also have these potions that use a translucent minifigure head and translucent cylinders. And also another one of the books, which, like I said, there was 2 of these stickered 1x2s inside books in this set, which that was printed. This outside is stickered as well, but I do like getting new book design, so I'll take it. Also, I like the design for the chandelier up top, where interestingly enough, this is on a hinge, so you can move it up and down if you'd like. Also, if you look really closely in this blue transparent cylinder, there's a dragonfly. This design of a print also appeared in the Treehouse Ideas set. And to finally wrap up this section with a last look at the exterior, this design for the circle window is pretty neat with that panel in clear on the inside, and there's also 2 stickered pieces as well. And finally, we have the Greenhouse of Hogwarts. This is the first time we're getting the Greenhouse of Hogwarts since 2007. That was with the single Order of the Phoenix set, which was just a new Hogwarts castle. Now this design, I love the orange they use here mixed with the tan. It just comes together really well. And I also like the use of these windows, which give it a very open look. This design does have some new Mandrake prints, which are now on cylinders. The ones from the CMF were actually different from this version, where they had a specific piece. This cylinder design works well, but it isn't perfect. I think I prefer the CMF version more. But it is nice to get 2 variants of that, so you could have it either way. And there is a total of 4 mandrakes in this set, all with those printed cylinder pieces, no variation between them. Also, these windows right here can be pushed open, and those can be accessed from the outside just by lifting it up once you give it a little bit of a push. On the outside, there's also this nice branch design. And at the top roof design, they do use that dragon sword handle piece from LEGO Ninjago. Now this roof is easy to remove. It's not connected via any stud. And these panels are actually pretty nice to get because this is that newer door frame introduced in the Night Bus set from last year in a tan coloring, which it does appear in about 2 sets this year in tan. I think it's a Burrow and then a Creator set from earlier in this year. Like I said, there's no stud connection there, so this just kind of slides into place. But either way, that is it for this greenhouse. And remember that this section right here connects to the Potions class section. And the Potions class connects to the Astronomy Tower. And with those parts all connected, let's see how this Astronomy Tower Hogwarts build connects with the other minifigure scale Hogwarts sets that LEGO started doing in 2018. They say to put it to the right of the Whomping Willow display. That actually attaches pretty well. To the back there, I have the new Room of Requirements set attached, which is not the official placement. And if you're curious how that interior matches up, it's okay. There's an open framework here that doesn't really line up with the top of the Whomping Willow. Keep in mind none of these sets are included with this set and are all separate sets from the Clock Tower, the Great Hall, and the Whomping Willow setup, and as I said, the Room of Requirements as well. But that's it for the build of the Astronomy Tower. Finally, I really like this elegant, sweet bouquet for the Slug Club Party. This design uses that rare 1x1 waffle print from the Stranger Things set. Also, the dog crap pieces, which... I mean, they're chocolate cupcakes here, but since LEGO introduced that as dog poo in Series 19, I can never look at that piece any other way. That was kind of an error on LEGO's part. This design is less common, but not as rare as some other 1x1 prints. And then there's also this design of the chocolate fountain in the middle, which I love that. That's just a great build using some studs not on top techniques with a pole connection. And then I love how they built this tablecloth in that dark red. Some very nice part usage there and a cool technique that I could see people using. But that's it for the builds of this set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box for this is that big $100 box size in a thin version. I think this is the same sizing and dimensions that LEGO Hidden Side Castle has. The back showing some more views of the set. The instructions are rather thick in just one instruction booklet. Would have been cool to get multiples because these are built up in multiple sections. This design at the end is present in all of the LEGO Harry Potter sets. And we also have a look at everything connected, which we showed earlier on in the video. So overall, the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower is a very strong addition to the Hogwarts minifigure display that LEGO started back in 2018. This one has some weird inconsistencies with that one, where there's some sand green parts that show through, more reminiscent of the older Hogwarts setups. Also some weird use of white pieces that just don't look in place with the tan pieces. But still, the exterior of this one is one of the strongest, whether it be the overall design of the greenhouse, which I think is the overall best part of the set, but my favorite part is probably that Astronomy Tower build, where it does have a lot of cool techniques, building those tower tops and building those studs not on top techniques, finishing off the tower, making it round at certain points and everything. It comes together for a very gorgeous build. I think the interiors are cramped in general, but that's just a problem with a lot of these minifigure scale Hogwarts sets. I think the minifigure selection is very strong, where, what is it? I think every minifigure in this set has an exclusive part in one way or another, which is very impressive, especially with a set that has 8 minifigures. And the value is there, where it's $100, you got a huge Hogwarts build, and you also got 8 minifigures, all unique in one way or another, some great pieces as well. So yeah, there's little inconsistencies here and there that annoy me, but I think for a $100 set, I'd end up rating this one an A. They really brought their A game not only with the minifigures, but with some great exterior details, and I do like its place in the whole Hogwarts setup. But that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think in the comments below? I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.